All right. Well, Garth, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to talk with us this morning. The interesting thing here, this show, a stark contrast to your legendary concerts. No pyrotechnics, no band, no flying over the audience. One man, one guitar. What have you learned about yourself going through this one-man show over the past couple of years?
What a great question. I learned that I use my guitar to hide my gut. That's why I have one, because I got to tell you, it's funny, man, because when you start playing guitar by yourself and it's just you, it doesn't sound anything like when the whole band's there. So I've learned a lot to be a lot more humbler than I've ever been, because it will humble you with just you and your guitar playing in front of people. But I've also learned that the people will allow me to do whatever I chase, and they've been very, very sweet to me, and they have supported me through this Vegas run. And I got to tell you, when it comes down to the Vegas show or the large Garth on tour show, I'm stunned how many people, almost 100% of them, pick the Vegas show, because for them it just seems a lot more one-on-one and a lot more personal.
And I think many people are surprised to learn that the show really traces your origins and your influences growing up. It's not just a traditional Garth music show. So what drew you to actually kind of create a show that follows those influences of yours?
You know, when we retired from the road in '98, I still played every year, and you'd play charity events, you'd play this thing here and there, but you didn't have the band, you didn't have the stage, so you started this musical journey of your own to play songs that people recognized and then show them how it influenced the stuff that became Garth music. And it just kept growing and growing, and then in 2009, Steve Wynn saw the show and wanted it for his casino there. And you know, I was a little hesitant at first, but once you walk in the room and once you hang around this guy, Mr. Wynn, it's pretty cool. And in a matter of a decision that he made, it changed my life forever without changing it at all. I still got to be a dad 24/7, but at the same time, I got to play music, which is what I really wanted. Never thought those two could be compatible, but he showed me that they could.
And this show that we'll be seeing Friday on CBS, important to you because you made a deal with Mr. Wynn that at some point everybody would get to see this show of yours?
Yeah, well, you know, Vegas is known for its very high ticket prices, and it's known for its very small rooms, because everything's very, you know, it's hard. They make it hard to get to, so they make it seem very cool and very important. So with those two factors, you know, me and Mr. Wynn made a deal early on in our agreement that at some point America would see this show absolutely free of charge. So the cameras are coming in, and it's going to be the last one we're going to do there at the Wynn. This one-man show is going to disappear with this CBS special, and I'm okay with that. It's probably going to be a little emotional. I don't know if I'll have time to get emotional because it's live and you got to stay on track. But when it's over, I'm going to miss it because it's been the easiest gig I've ever had.
Well, I have to say, I attended your show here in Portland in 1996. I believe it was the day before your youngest daughter was born. Yeah. Still the best show overall I've ever seen. So, of course, we have to ask the question. Hands down, still the best show. Have to ask the question, do we get a chance to see Garth Brooks back out on the road and on tour some point in the next few years? I know you've been asked it a million times, but we got to know.
Well, first of all, just the fact you're asking, it's very flattering. Saying that it was the greatest show you ever saw is very flattering. I can tell you this, we've got one baby left in high school. She's a senior. Once we get her off to college, then me and Miss Sherwood's going to decide what we're going to do. But if it's music, my personal challenge to myself is for you to see the next tour, and hopefully that will be the best show you've ever seen. So I'll put that in my thought process and try and figure out how to get that done.
Well, we certainly hope Portland will be a part of that tour. More, when you look at your kind of coming to the end of this one-man show, which musician or style of music do you enjoy playing other than your own the most?
I got to tell you, the guy that's the easiest. I don't play any of his stuff right because he's way too intellectual for me on the guitar, but James Taylor is he's in everything that I do. Bob Seger's in everything that I do. And then singing style, if you can't tell that I'm the biggest George Strait fan on the planet, then I have let you down, because I absolutely love that guy. I love his music, have all of his stuff 3 or 4 times over. So those probably my 3 guys.
Fantastic. Garth Brooks, his special live from Las Vegas, airing Friday right here on CBS and KOIN 6. Mr. Brooks, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad. Happy holidays, pal.
And to you as well.